Ukraine has downed a second Russian Su-25 ground attack aircraft in 5 days, according to Kyiv's military. Ukraine's Kortitsia group of forces said Tuesday it shot down the fighter jet near Pokrovsk in the eastern Donetsk region as the enemy aircraft was trying to fire at the positions of units of the defense forces. Another enemy Su-25 was shot down by our anti-aircraft guns in Donetsk region, the unit said, sharing combat footage of the incident. Russia's Air Force has suffered extensive casualties throughout the war in Ukraine. In February, Ukraine's defense ministry said its military had downed 6 Russian fighter jets in just 3 days. Russia's Air Force has suffered extensive casualties throughout President Vladimir Putin's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, which began in February 2022. In February of this year, Ukraine's defense ministry said its military had downed 6 Russian fighter jets in just 3 days. The head of the United States European Command, General Christopher Cavally, told U.S. lawmakers in April that Moscow had lost around 10% of its aircraft fleet in the war. Ukraine's Kortitsia group of forces said in a statement on Telegram that anti-aircraft soldiers from a separate mechanized brigade recently destroyed another Su-25 attack aircraft. The Soviet-era Su-25, also known by the NATO reporting name Frogfoot, is manufactured by Russia's Sukhoi Design Bureau and has been used extensively by Moscow's forces in the war. It is capable of destroying stationary and small mobile ground targets. Thanks to the accuracy and professionalism of our anti-aircraft fighters, today the Russian aviation has decreased by 1 more combat aircraft, the Su-25 attack aircraft, the unit said. On Friday, the Kortitsia group of forces said another Su-25 fighter jet was shot down by anti-aircraft guns from Ukraine's 110th Separate Mechanized Brigade near Pokrovsk. Thanks to the accuracy, skill, and professionalism of our anti-aircraft fighters, today the Russian aviation has decreased by 1 combat aircraft, the Su-25 attack aircraft, the Kortitsia group wrote on Telegram. Dutch open-source intelligence defense analysis website Oryx has visually confirmed that 107 Russian aircraft have been destroyed and 12 damaged since the start of the full-scale war in Ukraine. Oryx has also visually confirmed that 93 Ukrainian aircraft have been destroyed since the beginning of the war, with 3 damaged and 1 captured. The General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces said in an update on Tuesday that Moscow had lost 362 aircraft since Russia launched its full-scale invasion. Ukraine's military shared the combat footage on X, formerly Twitter, writing, "Russian planes continue to fall." The warriors from the 110th Mechanized Brigade shot down a Russian Su-25 jet in the Donetsk region.
Выстрел! Выстрел!
Another video that appears to capture the moment of impact was shared on X by the open-source intelligence account OSIN Technical. Earlier today, a Ukrainian manpads team from the 110th Mechanized Brigade successfully shot down a Russian Su-25 attack jet over Donetsk Oblast, the account said. A circling Ukrainian drone captured the stricken Russian aircraft slamming into the ground nearby. The combat aircraft was downed over Ukraine's Donetsk region, which, together with the Luhansk region, comprises the Donbass area. The Kremlin has been pushing for the total capture of the regions since Russia's initial invasion of eastern Ukraine in 2014. Ukraine, meanwhile, continues to use long-range drones to target military bases on Russian soil, which are reported to host Moscow's fighter jets. Kyiv says Russia's military bases are legitimate targets in the war.
Выполнили орудие! Один снаряд заряди! Быстро, быстро, ускорить готовность!
Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba on Tuesday arrived in China on his first official visit to the country for talks on how to end the war with Russia, now in a bloody deadlock. Kuleba, who was invited by his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi, will be in the country until Thursday for discussions to focus on a potential Chinese role in achieving a sustainable and just peace, Ukraine's foreign ministry wrote in a statement Monday. Since the beginning of Russian President Vladimir Putin's invasion, now in its 29th month, China has not referred to it as a war and has echoed Russian talking points as well as censoring criticism of the conflict on its social media platforms.